meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards. It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Patriots, and it's all up next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium. Ready to defend their NFC crown. The 2023 season underway from Foxborough. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Jones. Open man down the field is Henry. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Stevenson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback, but last year he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. He's also one of the league's most dangerous players, thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in week one. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
And no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call, but hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he returns this to the 22. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Oh, the return is Ward. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the #2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Jones. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown. On to kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England's offense set to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jones now throwing on first down. Complete. It's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 29, Jones. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run with Stevenson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
and his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they'll try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Here's Ward to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to want.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Quick slant to Brown. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A give for Stevenson, running right. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over at the
beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jones. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Parker. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, and they go with Swift again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Jones on first down. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So